better get your sports straight. You better get your sports straight. Look it up. Google it, fool. Google it.
Welcome back to a new video. We are out here today.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yo, don't hate the player, hate the game.
Today is Monday, so you know what that means, but in reality, it's Tuesday, but we're still doing another Monday Madness. And what does that mean? That means we are doing some graphics on some, not a t-shirt, but we're doing it on a tank top, like a jersey right here. This is for the www.forevercrusaders.com. We're putting more than just skateboarding on there now. One other thing that I enjoy as much as skateboarding, lifting weights and going to the gym. Not to a point where like I'm trying to bodybuild, get ripped and get on gear. Don't want to do that. I'm just doing it. Just the reason why I like to go to the gym is because it helps me skateboard in the long run. Really think about it. My endurance is way more than it was when I was a teenager, I think, or even in my 20s. Like now, from working out and stuff, I can skate longer. Even though that when I do skate, I skate to the point where, you know, it's like, oh, okay, now my body, I'm not gonna push myself to the point. Now I know like where my body is to where I can push myself. I just have that longer endurance. Like, so if I need to warm up for a little bit, I can warm up a little bit, and it's just easier to get in the groove of skating because of working out. And plus, lifting weights and stuff just helps with your bones and everything. Just Google. I'm not trying to get into the science and you Google it yourself. Just makes your bones stronger. You know, even though you get some gains in the gym by lifting weights, and I have, but it just involve health improvement just with your other activities. So I double dog dare you to go try to hit the gym and lift some weights or do something other than to sit around and do nothing. I'm not saying you sit around and do nothing, but people out there just don't do nothing. They sit on the couch and do nothing. So just go to the gym and lift. Just start little. You don't have to go big, just go small. But we're doing the jersey. That's pretty sick. And then I got some sweatpants because I needed some new gym wear anyway. I've been wearing the same sweatpants and get up to the gym for a very long time. And it's good just to get new clothes to go to the gym. Same with like new skate shoes and new skateboards. I'm that type of person to where I like the feeling of new grip tape and new shoes. I love the feeling of a crisp skateboard and all that stuff. So what we're doing here, we got some sweatpants, and then we're gonna hit the back. It came with a back pocket for your little wallet if you want to put your wallet there. And I'm gonna hit this off too. It's gonna be sick. You know, shout out to health, shout out to being healthy, shout out to actually doing stuff other than just sitting around. So at that point, you gotta ask yourself, don't hate the player, hate the game. And we're gonna get in there and cut some designs out. Here's what we got going. I just made this up. The Burly Boyz. That's some funny thing that I say at the gym when I'm lifting weights. So we got the Burly Boyz. I just made this up, weightlifting club, make it look like it's a club, and we have like a gorilla thing with the kettlebell. I was gonna use this character right here, this guy, because it looks more like I was trying to make it more like a gym bro dude, just as a joke. You know what I'm saying? Just like an inside joke of, yeah, bro, we're gym bros. Yeah, dude. Come on, bro. Do you even lift weights, dude? That type of dude. That's what kind of character I wanted. But then I was thinking to myself, I'm just doing a test right here. So if you didn't know, I do the test with the heat transfer vinyl. I cut it out for myself, put it on my garments, and then not really count, but visually look at, like, you know, when you can tell when somebody looks at you. You know, I visually in my head mentally count on how many people look at me, and I've done that a lot of times. So that's why I've have the graphics on my website that I have, because people stare. You count how many people stare at you. If you make something different, if you wear something that you made if you make it like I make it, like count how many people mentally, not really count, but mentally like take a note on how many people stare and at what you're wearing. So I was gonna do this dude right here, but I was thinking to myself, I have to weed it out of vinyl, and I don't really want to go into that much detail because I like to get detailed with the graphics, and this was like a little bit too detailed to hit it off with the vinyl cutter. I was just going to use the character, not the words. You see this, the character? But the words are pretty cool too, but you know, Burly Boyz, put Burly Boyz, you know, weightlifting club, be patient for themselves, sick, whatever. So I don't feel like cutting that out of vinyl, so we're just gonna do something easy and get to the point. Less is more. Actually 100% of the time, less is more. So that's what we're doing. And the reason why I didn't post anything the Monday Madness yesterday and I'm filming today is because I was trying to do this graphic, trying to figure out trying to look up the right pictures and things to mash together for an hour. And I was at the computer for a very long time getting stuff done, and it was getting real late, and I didn't feel like busting out the camera and forcing myself to film. So don't ever try to force yourself to have fun. And I just woke up fresh, decided to do it fresh, because forcing yourself to have fun is not fun at all. That took the longest time to weed out. That's why I like doing the plastisol heat transfers or the DTF transfers. That took the longest. I made it a little bit bigger than I like this right here, but I really need a bigger one. I like make big stuff, you know, full graphics, but I don't mind it because I know how to press stuff twice to make it look nice. The craziest thing, this is the biggest thing I think I've done. No, I've done bigger, but that looks pretty cool. That's gonna look cool on the tank, not the tank top. We keep calling it a tank top, but it's a basketball jersey. So we're just gonna hit it for 15 seconds. All right, that looks amazing. Throw it upside down. Just depends on how you want to do it with that pillow. Make sure you don't have any little weird flyaways. That's another thing that I don't mind vinyl, but the cutting out, weeding out portion is time consuming. And then these little flyaway things, you gotta really double check, triple check the vinyl when you cut it, because sometimes you just get these little I call them flyaways, these little specks of stuff that's left over. Boom. You know, pressing this thing 3 or 4 times, it don't matter. You know, it's vinyl. This is hard. This looks amazing. We're gonna press it again the way that I would press. I'd rather get this one if it DTF or the plastisol heat transfer. There's this other version of plastisol heat transfers that are made for nylon, and it make it more bright white, or they have this special vinyl that is it's like a rubbery substance. I forget what it's called. It's like PVC. It's not PVC, but it's rubbery, and it's more bright white. This is white, but you can still see the black popping out of the, so it does look screen printed, if that makes sense. You can see the layers. It only looks like when you screen print and you hit it off one time instead of twice, it just looks like a one-time swipe with the screen print, but it's actually vinyl, but it looks hard. Check it out. We got done doing the jersey. Now I'm doing the back pocket. I already cut this out, and I took a tape measure and I measured the pocket, measured it this way, scaled this down. I didn't put the the little gorilla in the middle, I just put that there. And that's gonna go right on the pocket. And I had it lined up perfect, but I just took it off to show you what I did. But there we go. Now I'm just waiting for that thing to hook up, heat up, hook it up, heat it up to 40 degrees. And then I got another one that I'm gonna weed out. I might put that on the front, or I was looking on the back of the jersey. I think it'd be super cool. Maybe on the back of the jersey on top. That's so hard. That's so sick. That turned out so good. We got done with the Burly Boy weightlifting club fit. It's hard. It came out. This jersey's gonna turn heads. Already know it. That looks hard. I had a little, you can't really tell unless you look up real close. So I'm probably gonna make another one of these. This is just for me, but I want to get a blue jersey. That'd be kind of hard. The black one with this one and the blue one with another. Same, you know, something cool like a blue and white one. Like this is a black and white, and get some blue sweatpants and make a fit. But we put the Burly Boys weightlifting on the back, on the pocket. I do stuff out here so you don't go ahead and do the mistake for yourself. I do the mistakes and you watch the mistakes. Don't put the butcher paper, that's what it's called. Don't put the butcher paper directly on your heat transfer vinyl, because when I did that, when I ripped it off, it pulled it all the way off. So I had that other one that I was gonna put on the front, but I had the other one and I had to cut them out individually and put it over this. I don't know if you can see it on the spot, but if you can't tell, nobody could tell. So if you can't see it from here, you can't see it from a galloping horse. So what's the point of pointing it out? But I'm just pointing it out so you don't go ahead and use the butcher paper on the vinyl itself. Yeah, it does give it a screen printing feel when you put it on the DTFs, stuff like that. That works out great, but this, no, because it was a hot peel. The DTF transfers are cold peels, so you gotta wait for them to cool down, pull it off, put it back on, and press it twice, and it just gives it that feel like if it's screened with a 110 screen. So Burly Boys weightlifting club made it up, because sometimes I say the Burly Boys are back in town when I lift heavy stuff. That's just me. We're out here. We try to be out here every Monday through Friday and every day in between. And yes, I know it's Tuesday, but sometimes it's better to be late than never show up. You know what? Don't hate the player, hate the game. This stuff is gonna be on the website pretty soon. I'm gonna take some pictures of it and put it up on the website and put it up on its own page. So we do more out here than just skateboarding. Think about that. Yes, have a hobby, but do something else other than that hobby, because like if I skateboarded all the time like I did back in the day, I don't have time to skateboard all the time. That makes sense. If I skateboarded all the time, I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I enjoy it now. So keep that in mind. Do something that you enjoy, but don't do it to the degree of you're gonna dislike it. So that's why I like going, I don't know what I'm talking about. Just like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and come back for more when we do some more out here.